I mean, Radius, hey buddy, how you been? Yes, I once wielded a sword as a proud member of the Acacia Dragoons. Glenn's father, Garai, the blacksmith, Zappa, and I used to tear up the battlefield. But that was a good 15 years ago. Still tearing up women as well back then. When Garai lost his life on the central continent, I vowed to become his son's guardian. I officially retired 4 years ago, after Dario received his father's sword, the Einlanzer. I have been here ever since, living a carefree life away from the rest of the world. However, Dario is no longer with us. Don't you remember, Glenn? Life is so unpredictable. It was then that Lynx approached General Viper. He spoke of the legendary treasure, the Frozen Flame, which is able to heal all illnesses and fulfill any dreams. I do not know what this man Lynx is plotting, but I believe General Viper intends to overthrow the nation of Pore with the power of this legendary flame. Pore is a nation governed by militarism and has brought on suffering to many people on the central continent of Xenon. Perhaps the general envisions a bright and peaceful world, much like Guardio was at one time. Or is he planning to find the answer as to why we have continued to hurt and kill each other since antiquity? In any case, I no longer wish to involve myself in any conflicts. Besides, there is no way I would want to face General Viper in battle. Young one, should you plan to engage in battle with Lynx, beware. He is a fearsome man. I suggest you rest here for the night and leave in the morning. There are many cursed spirits wandering the seas around here. Rumor has it, they attack ships and suck the souls out of humans. Honestly, I think this is the first time that a legend is not true. Feel free to sail the seas as much as you want. There's no random encounters out on the sea, especially nothing that steals your soul. To be honest, this was an optional fight. You do not actually have to come here. You don't actually have to take Harl on. But how can you resist the wonderful woman? But yeah, it doesn't look like anything particularly good is around here. Although, I mean, that's symbolic as all hell. Did you change things around here a little bit? Was that always like that? Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. Take care of yourself. Indeed I will. Thank you for the free hill. Did seem right to bring Glenn along for this. You can get occasional unique dialogues, but not too often, if I remember correctly. And as you can see, everything around here has burnt out. The ground here is hot. Vegetation won't be able to grow here. That seems weird for you to tell me. I'm sure it's not important for anything. But for the time being, we are done and we are ready to leave. But I am going to drop a save before we go to our next destination, because I'm not supposed to go there yet. All saved. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but you never know. So let's head to where we're not supposed to go, which would be here at the Isle of the Damned. Enemies around here are not meant to be taken on right around now, so we're going to avoid enemies as best as we can. But we're pretty much sticking to the first screen, which I don't recall having any enemies, so it shouldn't be too bad. As you can tell, this place is awful. This place is just bones everywhere. Bones and an eyeball. And as you can tell, skullduggery fits in quite well around here, so we have that frame on. And no enemies on this first screen. I was thinking that, but I wasn't entirely sure, so I wanted to save just in case. And back here, we can find mixed bones. Oh man, I don't know which bone is which. I'll just connect whatever. Let's take a look at them. I do want to try to look at key items every time we pick them up now. So here are the mixed bones. It is impossible to tell which bone is which. You'll just have to try putting them in some kind of order. And we did pick up the parlor key as well, the key to the parlor of Viper Manor that was found in the Manor prison, probably hidden by a lazy guard. Indeed it was. Also, I probably need to reallocate, and I do want to change the frame as well, so hold on. I forgot to make sure that they all had cures, and they didn't, so I did actually need to reallocate. All right, we're ready to move on again. I also have changed the frame because I don't particularly like the skullduggery frame, although it works really well around here. So that's all we wanted to do at the Isle of the Dam, was essentially picking up the mixed bones. The eyeball, I don't really care too much about, but we did get it. So let's actually head where we're supposed to go. Well, not necessarily supposed to, but a place that we can go to. Where we want to go now is down here to Water Dragon Isle, and we will head in and see what's going on around here. Because, well, there's actually some good things here, including enemies. Disgusting looking enemies. And I have the Arnie frame on. I like the Arnie frame. It's hard to believe, but according to the fairies here, the legendary dragon god really exists. A thick wall of ice blocking the entrance into the underground cavern proves it. El Nido sure is full of mysteries. And monsters. Let's take this one on. We do have some new enemies. Obviously it's new. This is... I want to get the name right, so let's wait until we actually can see it. Glenn, you're up first. This is a Scorpiod. I think I've always said Scorpioid in the past, but Scorpiod. And we will do some damage to it, and then we will go for another Eagle Eye. And we'll put that on Surge, because there is just one of them. Once again, I believe they can come in groups up to 4, which is never fun. But we will do what we can against this guy. As you can see, like, we have to do quite a bit of damage, and he's still not dead. So, you don't want to face 4 of these guys, especially when Guile misses. Surge, get in there, do what you can. There we go. Not enough for the victory yet. Not enough. Glenn, try to finish the job. There we go. Down goes the Scorpiod. And for our efforts, we get 357 gold, and that's it. But we're back up to full health, so I guess it's not too bad. How you doing? The forces of nature are astonishing. This place we're standing was covered with water just a few days ago, but now it's run dry due to the unusual weather we've been having lately. It's not a pretty sight. Maybe not for you. It looks kind of pretty to me right now. But we can head up here and get ourselves an iron. Always nice to get those. We will be upgrading eventually, but I don't necessarily feel the need to do that just yet. For the time being, we will head over here, up and around. I know it looks like you can just go right there, but you cannot. You have to go down here, and we'll take on another Scorpiod. We didn't actually get a chance to let it attack last time, I don't think, or at least attack very much. So we'll try to let this one attack a little bit more. There are 2. So Glenn, no, Surge, you can go up first. Why not? Try to do damage to this guy, and then switch over to Glenn. Do what you can. And then switch over. No, I wanted to use the element, but there it goes. Smacking me in the head again. What the hell is your problem? Why do all the enemies want to fight me? That's never really made clear. Right? Up? Down? Left. Left. Okay, whatever. I just wanted to select Guile. I didn't think it was going to be that complicated. Alright, let's hit him. And hit him hard. I don't care if you attack in the middle. We'll be fine, so they like to hit people with their heads. What's the element that they use? They are blue, if you didn't notice already. But we will switch over to Surge, who can hit this one. That one was a right. I was trying to do down. I'm so used to it just being like, I'm so used to it just being like left and right to go back and forth between the enemies that I'm not used to it when they make me do like up and down. Whatever. All right, we did end up getting one. We'll have Glenn attack this time. See what we can do. Oh, we're doing pretty well.
No, I think we're good. I like X-Strike. Let's show it off again. Strong against this one, as opposed to what I said last time. Let's see the X-Strike. So good. 118 damage. Not necessarily as much as you would get from a dash and slash and a dash and gash separately, but we only used one turn to get that done. So, you know, you take it and you give. So, 715 gold for that. Cure and a heal. And a couple feathers. Apparently the Scorpiods have feathers on them somewhere, and that might be the scariest thing about them. We get a thing of iron out of that. Now, I don't believe we can actually go up that this part right here. No, you can't, so we have to go around this way. I don't believe there's necessarily anything for... Oh, no, they're not letting me up that either. Can I climb this? No. I have to climb this. Sometimes it's hard to see. Let's go up and talk to this guy. As of late, everyone's talking about the existence of dragons. We adventurers have been researching it for a while now, though. You can't trust adventurers, though. Aren't there, like, paleontologists or something to talk about dragons? It's always seemed to me that people got the idea of dragons from dinosaur bones, but what do I know? We can head down here and talk to this guy. I found this thing at the dried up waterfall. It's kind of creepy, so I'll give it to you for free. Oh, no thanks needed. Ah, don't mention it. I have nothing to do with it now, so see ya. And we were given bones. This guy had bones, and he just dumped it on the first person that came along. But we get sturdy ribs out of it, so it actually turned out for the best for us.
Yeah, I had a pretty good physique. Did I ever tell you I did acrobatics? Hey, that's right. I used to be a clown in the circus.
Really? What was your first clue?
There. The foot bone's connected to the leg bone. The leg bone's connected to the knee bone. All right, I'll shut up. But seriously, thanks a lot, guys. I'm finally in one piece now.
And we have completed our side quest, so to speak, to get him to,
I'm sure we'll meet again somewhere someday.
to get him to be fully complete.
One of these days, I'll return the favor.
And then he's gone. And then he's gone. Oh well. For the time being, I did want to point out that all of his bones are now gone, so we don't get to take a look at the sturdy ribs as closely as I would like. Ever since I found that bone, a strange skeleton thingy has been haunting my dreams, saying, "Put my body back together." It's been driving me nuts. Well, now I can say goodbye to that nightmare. Sorry about you guys, but just think of it as helping others out, will you? Really? Whatever. All right, for the time being, we're gonna head here. So we finished our quest with the bones, and now we find floating little children. But over here we can find another piece of iron, so that's nice. And we can find you.